Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable. Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance.
UBS Forums brings together industry leaders from various spectrums to engage in thought-provoking discussions and also organizes content-driven, information-rich business conferences. The 8th edition of BPO Innovation Summit and Awards, organized in Mumbai, brought together CXOs, directors, tech and information officers on a single platform to discuss how BPOs can be made ready to operate in the new normal and how customer experience can be reimagined using automation. The summit kicked off with opening remarks from the chairperson, Mr. Uttaman Bhaktikrishnan, Executive Vice President, Clear Touch. He also shared his views on the potential of technology to change the BPO landscape in India in his presentation.
Technology changes exponentially, whereas the organization changes logarithmically. What does that mean, right? So there is always going to be a gap between what a technology can offer as a company, what we can use and how we can grow using the technology. There is always going to be some gap. Don't look at the word digital. When I say digital transformation, look at the word transformation, because that's the key. So the digital transformation, happened step by step, and it happens all the time. It's not just a one time you do it and then forget it. It's never worked that way. So you look here, a lot of different ways to go about it. So how you want to go, how you want to proceed and make things happen, right? You have to keep customer as your focus, center of the focus. It is never technology focus. It has to be customer and then the business and then the transformation. There were times where you had to wait for an hour to talk to a human and get some answers, whereas now it has drastically reduced because of all the technologies and what we are able to, how we are making it together, right? Work together. So in terms of the customer experience going forward, it's going to get even better, right? For example, I am walking towards this hotel here. There are some retail stores here. The retail stores have some special sales going on. It will automatically pop up. So when I am here, I'm going to get an alert saying, hey, there is a sale here, you would like to. Because the system knows what is my preference, what I have purchased from the past, and what is available in the store, and everything put together. So your experience is going to be really nice, and so it's going to be much more efficient, and it's going to be a lot more smoother.
Less than 40 years.
Up next on the Innovation Summit was Renu Rajesh, Vice President Digital and Business Transformation Services, Connect Business Solutions, sharing insights on the transformations in the BPO industry led by technology in his keynote address.
Aim for BPOs and service providers has changed. It is no longer comply with SLA, deliver at scale, deliver good experience, but increase wallet share. And that's how things are evolving. So what is driving this change? Of course, there are a lot of things, a lot of automation. Everybody talks about automation, lean, agile, workforce, holistic experience. It's not only what you deliver to customer. It's what you deliver to your customer through your employees as well. So EX and CX are both very important, and both are driven by heavy duty digital.
Followed by Kishore Reddy, co-founder and CTO, ProHance, on his take on the innovations in the BPO sector and if technology will change the narrative in the future.
During the COVID phase has been a trigger for, again, the way we work. Things have been changing. Things have been changing around work. Things have been changing around workspaces, workplaces, workforce, and the work culture as well has tremendously transformed in the last 2 years. A lot of adverse environments have actually been the trigger for technologies to emerge. Employers versus employees, while 80% of the employers want their staff back, the same number actually is thinking otherwise. So employees is actually on the other side, where they think they want to work in a hybrid mode. In fact, 75% of the audience felt, or rather the respondents felt, that they should be working 2 days out of office and the rest of the time from work from home. So hybrid working is going to be the way of the future, And I think organizations which have already, kind of gotten into that space and thinking processes, I think have already are reaping the benefits of, the technology. The technology market, if you look at it, is growing at, almost, the CAGR at 19%, and it's a 2.2 billion industry. So those who are thinking of, driving startups in this space, I think there's a bright future there. There's a huge growth opportunity in this particular environment. And I think 93% of the organizations are looking at adopting hybrid work model, and that's here to stay in India. And we as in ProHands, I think that is something that we are actually helping organizations to kind of manage that. A lot of our customers actually have gone hybrid from that moment that the COVID started to now. We've actually helped almost 55 to 60,000 workforce in one organization to actually get COVID ready. This is a session that I think a lot of organizations are actually learning the best practices from each other and ensure that they keep the business continuity going on, and how we've actually helped organizations manage hybrid working, and that's something that's the focus. There's a prediction that there will be a 300% increase in productivity because of these technologies getting added. So India, I think, is poised at a very attractive, it's almost the new technology market itself, where I see some of the reviews. I mean, there's a $2.2 billion market that we see that is an opportunity for a lot of technologies to actually kind of come in, which will help the next few years to stay ahead on the curve and to kind of manage the current situation that we are in.
Sushil Loya, Head Supply Chain Practice, Tech Mahindra, gave an enlightening presentation on positioning BPOs as a digitally superior talent with continually changing trends.
When we talk about in the BPO business, which is very process driven, so process is the key, is the epitome of every organization. And we don't realize that sometimes systems are not integrated with the process, and that becomes a challenge. So your systems have to be integrated. It can provide you not only the single version of truth, but also help you to provide the visibility of your metrics, about your performance of across the organization on the real-time basis. And that can only be possible when you are able to apply some of the enabling technologies like cognitive AI, blockchain, advanced analytics.
So that's one of the...
Arun Shauri, Head Quality and Process Excellence, eClerks, spoke about the use of cloud computing in BPO to improve service delivery.
Keep a track of it and control it. So prepare for this.
Uday Jose, MD, Innate APAC, spoke about how analytics is enabling a change in India's BPO landscape.
Making sure that we are
Amit Vora, CTO, Teleperformance, presented his thoughts on the role of AI in transforming the BPO sector in his presentation.
The new generation and most of our workforce obviously is very, very young. They are the ones who expect technology, automation to be part of the journey. And that's what we are doing. A few of them are in experimentation stage, few of them developed. But trying to make it touch less or minimize the touch while keeping the engagement maximum. Given the nature of our business, our employees do tend to come back as well after a period in time. So we have to ensure that the experience remains smooth throughout. And that is how we are also focusing on ensuring, while internally we are able to manage our processes from a compliance standpoint, but from an employee experience standpoint as well, the committed timelines that we have from a full and final standpoint are also adhered to. The math, data, computing power, and the design part. This is what is going to make it successful, and I'm focusing on design and again, because in my personal experience as well, many a times good use cases have not worked because they were not designed in the right way, and that is what we are continuously trying to work on.
BPO industry from a front-end standpoint will always be about customer experience, user experience. The new innovations that are going to come through are going to be focused towards making the life of our users easier, the interactions easier, human plus machine mix, an interplay of that, bringing out that experience for our customers. And when it comes to back office, I think there's a lot of technology elements that are coming through over there. Innovation has to be there in every business, and BPO can be no different. It's a question of which organization in the BPO space wants to do is focused on doing innovation versus those who are not. Those who are not will ultimately perish, and those who are going to do innovation are going to survive and thrive. So I think it applies to any industry, and BPO has to be innovative.
Hasat Trivedi, CTO, Digital Technologies and Global Head, AI at Tech Mahindra, spoke about how the nature of BPOs have changed in the pre- and post-pandemic era.
Problem, future's opportunity. I think as we move forward, most of the industry will become a technology company. And for example, a technology company with banking flavor, technology company with retail flavor. So everybody will be technology company, and BPO is not an exception. So line is getting blurred between BPO and technology company, and BPO will talk more and more about technology in future. It's an exciting time. The cloud, AI, digital technologies are coming together to transform business processes for customers, and I'm enjoying this piece.
On the other side of the break, we showcase highlights from some insightful sessions from the 8th edition of BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022.
Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance. Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance.
Welcome back. You're watching the 8th edition of BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022. We heard some thought-provoking discussions from our industry experts. It's now time to hear from the partners on their thoughts on the Innovation Summit so far.
Workforce management is nothing but an institutional process that would improve the performance and the competencies of any organization. Intelligence, there is nothing artificial about it, right? You still need a human intervention there. And that human intervention has to be intelligent to make it look good. We serve about 17 countries. I have about 300 odd people in my team who do this in and out. And we take a lot of pride in the way we do that, and we train the people. So what we also do is, so there are people in operations, right? We all know. So a career path for them is also to move to various levels in the workforce management team, and we train them for that.
Chaitanya Chokareddy, Chief Product Officer, Ozonetal Communication, spoke in depth about the advancements in AI and how they will impact the BPO operations.
If you really want to move to the cloud, the first step that you need to do, as I said, move to the cloud. The second step is collect data. The process is always collect the data, then run these AI algorithms. Third step is A/B test. When the call comes in or something comes in, chat comes in, make sure that 10% of those go to the AI. And the remaining 90% go to the human. And then you can have a comparison. Otherwise, there won't be a comparison. And then sort of have a feedback loop. You can start with 2%, you can start with 3%, just to see how the AI is responding. And from that, you can sort of decide. So I would say this is how I think a sort of human AI augmentation kind of thing can work in the future. And I think there's a lot of scope for all of us to work together. BPOs play a part in this. Most probably, the digital avatar, there will be one person, there will be 10 digital avatars. And this person will be talking or typing the answer, and the digital avatar will be the representation of that answer. So the human on the other side thinks that they're talking to a digital avatar, but at the back end, it could be one person driving all these avatars. And that's going to happen.
Innovations, again, there are two types, right? I mean, if you look at it, one, we have process innovations. I think that's where India has always shown the way to the world. Like how to set up the processes for BPOs to work, knowledge process outsourcing, a lot of things like that. But in addition to that, I think now we are picking up with the tech piece. The tech innovations are coming up, and now we have become a product nation. Tremendous opportunity here. I mean, if you look at it, I think we have to take the lead now. Earlier, it used to be the Avayas of the world we were supporting. But now I think because of the cloud, especially, and the AI that's coming up, I think these two will help India to be in the forefront. We'll be the first in the world.
The 8th edition of BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022 featured parallel tracks on pertinent topics. Breakout Track 1 saw discussions around strengthening your BPO operations and workplace capabilities. Breakout Track 2 witnessed conversations around best practices to accelerate CX strategy for smart BPO. On the other side of this brick, we showcase a glittering award ceremony felicitating and recognizing leaders from the BPO sector.
Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance. Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance.
The 8th edition of BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022 not only featured presentations and panel discussions but also showcased products from ClearTouch, ProHance, Ozonettle, Innate, Celonis, Nyani.ai, Axtel, Intelicious and Pipify. The event culminated with the BPO Industry Awards, where leaders and innovators were recognized and awarded for their outstanding contribution towards making BPOs more efficient and reliable.
Eminent speakers, their insightful presentations, and some very interesting panel discussions. Now it's time to get started with an award ceremony. And without further ado, I would like to invite the presenter for the same. May I please invite Mr. Sagar Rane from Ozonettle to present the first set of award with a huge round of applause. May we please welcome him on the stage. So the first category, ladies and gentlemen, is BPO Excellence Awards 2022. And the winner is Call to Connect India Private Limited. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next category. This is Excellence in Process Optimization. And the winner is Celonis. With a huge round of applause, let's congratulate Celonis. Moving on to the next category, that is the Best in Class Remote Contract Center. And the winner is Cytel India. Congratulations. Congratulations and thank you so much, Sagar sir. Thanks a lot. To present the next set of award, may I please invite Mr. Uthman from ClearTouch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next category is Best in Class Contact Center Culture. And the winner is, once again, put your hands together for Cytel India. The next one is 2022 Excellence in Customer Service Award, and the winner is Dr. Mohan Chandrasekharan from AdStringo Software Private Limited. Moving ahead, the Artificial Intelligence Excellence Award. This is the category, and the winner is Teleperformance India. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Uthman sir, and congratulations to the winners. Well, now this is the last set of award. I want everyone to clap hard for all the winners, which I'll be announcing now. To present this set of award, may I please invite Mr. Paresh from ProHance. A round of applause for him. Well, the category is the best leader in the area of artificial intelligence. And the winner is Mr. Hasit Trivedi from Tech Mahindra. Congratulations. The next category is Customer Centric Leader of the Year, and the winner is Mr. Harshdeep Singh Rebel from Mahindra Integrated Business Solutions Private Limited. Congratulations, sir. Last but not the least, the category is Customer Contact Leader of the Year, and the winner is Stephen Ernest from StarTech. Congratulations. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us today. It was indeed a wonderful experience of hosting this conference for all of you. And with this, Anchor Mayuri Malanka signing off. Thank you.
Clear Touch, powered by TCN, presents BPO Innovation Summit and Awards 2022, co-presented by ProHance.